we were trying to get into this. We were disappointed last week, our show. And by the way, you're listening to Special Delivery, starring Sam and Dave. We're 202 All-Stars. Sam Roberts, myself, I am a super celebrity. David McDonald
so am I.
is a super celebrity.
And if they keep treating me like garbage,
yeah,
okay, and
where
making
are
me
the s'mores? We came into the studio with one simple expectation: s'mores and feather pillows.
And I have to put John Sally's shit in the bucket.
Yeah, exactly. We come expecting to do a radio show with some s'mores, and all of a sudden they tell Eastside Dave he has to clean John Sally's crap out of a bucket.
Ain't gonna happen, baby. You know why?
Why?
John Sally, not that great for the Pistons. Bit of a role player.
Mm-hmm.
If they said clean out Joe Dumars,
yeah,
Isaiah Thomas, hell, I'll even do Lambeer. Not John Sally.
No. What about the mailman?
Karl Malone was on the Utah Jazz.
I'm saying basketball players. I'm not saying. I'm sorry. I'm not naming.
I was
Pistons.
naming the championship team that John Sally was a part of.
We're moving on from the Pistons.
I would do Karl Malone. You know why? Very clean, and here's why. When Magic Johnson had HIV, he still has it actually.
He does indeed.
But
fun fact, actually,
he initially retired. He came back, a year later, and Karl Malone's like, "Fuck this! I am not playing that guy. No way." So Karl Malone's clean.
Yeah,
because he wanted nothing to do with Magic. They're like, you can't really get AIDS from trying to block a guy's jump shot. He's like, nope. Sorry, you don't know where AIDS could have got on the basketball.
You don't know.
Then the basketball gets on Karl. Then Karl got AIDS.
What if?
And then Karl passes the ball to John Stockton. Now Johnny Stockton's got AIDS.
Yeah.
My little white point guard got AIDS. That's not right.
Half of Utah's got AIDS. What happened?
And they're moments, for Christ's sakes. It's not right. Why did they make me play Magic?
One elbow. Say he throws an elbow and then without thinking licks it.
Why couldn't my coach at least do zone defense?
Yeah.
Man on man against Magic? He has AIDS!
Yeah. How are you gonna get in his kitchen?
You can't defend AIDS!
No.
You can defend a good hook shot, maybe?
Sure.
You could defend a layup.
Number one, he's got Magic on his side, which is almost unbeatable.
He's a fucking wizard.
Number two, he's HIV positive.
He is AIDS IV positive, baby.
Yeah.
You cannot play defense against it. Karl Malone won't do. Karl stays clean. And then you see Karl Malone playing Magic in like an Outbreak costume. Hey, Karl, that's not an NBA regulation.
He's trying to pick up the basketball with huge tongs, because he won't touch it.
Karl, again, those tongs, not part of the NBA rules.
Yeah.
You know what else isn't part of NBA rules? AIDS.
And you still got to dribble, even if that's traveling, even if it's in tongs.
Oh, Karl. But to answer your question, that's why I would take out Karl's shit in the bucket.
Well, fair enough. But last weekend,
you asked.
I know. No, it's true. It's true. Last weekend, our show flew by, and we weren't able to get in a news story that we really wanted to here on the Special Delivery show.
What story was that, Sammy?
It was the Kanye West story.
Oh, yes.
He has put out a short book. It's 52 pages.
Love it already. I love short reading.
Yep. And it's a collection of Kanye West's various theories and takes on life. It's like a coffee table book.
So it's a Don't Sweat the Small Stuff by Kanye West.
Yeah, it's like the little phrases at the bottom of those posters, like hang in there with the cat hanging. Yeah, but Kanye West.
All right.
It's he calls them Kanye-isms.
Well, I guess that would make sense. Not really a very clever catchphrase for someone as creative as Kanye.
Yeah, a lyricist.
He could do, he's great at wordplay, and he just Kanye-isms. Okay.
But he has gone,
right.
He's specifically gone against Twitter. He hates Twitter, he says. He doesn't like Twitter.
Really? Why not?
I don't know.
Oh, he hasn't described why?
He says he thinks Twitter is dumb, and he hates all the people who pretend to be him on Twitter.
All right, well, that's the reason then.
I guess so. But so in this 52-page book, some of the pages are blank, which works for you, because then it's even less reading.
Yeah.
But other pages include things like life is 5% what happens and 95% how you react.
Those numbers don't add up.
No, that's 100%. That adds up.
Life is what?
5% what happens and 95% how you react.
Okay, so life is 5% what happens and 95% how you react.
Yeah. So it's saying it's not what happens, it's how you react to it.
No.
You don't agree?
No, I would say it's 50-50.
You think? Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Stuff happens.
What about the Dave Theory book?
Yeah. The Dave Theory.
Life is 50% about what happens and 50% how you react, pretty much.
Yeah.
For the most part.
I would say everything is 50-50. That would be the Dave Theory. My theory would be just one page. Mm-hmm. Everything is 50-50. And that's pretty much the truth.
Right.
You could live or die.
Peanut butter, jelly.
50-50.
Another page reads, I hate the word hate.
That's just silly.
That's goofy.
That's just Yogi Berra type nonsense.
He says it's because he gets paraphrased and misquoted all the time. So this is why he put out this book of quotes, such as, get used to being used. Get used to being used.
Okay. Get used.
Get used to being used.
To being used.
Yes.
Fun. These are fun little riddles, aren't they?
He
By
said
an overrated hip-hop
somebody asked him, do you fancy yourself a modern-day Confucius? He said, I'm trying to end the confusion.
No.
And then he laughed to himself and said, I'm putting that on the next album. That's true. It's in the article. That's in the article. His mother was a professor of English.
That seems very difficult to believe at this point, but okay.
He has gone... Kanye West was quoted saying, some people write novels, and they just be so wordy and so self-absorbed. I am not a fan of books, and I never want a book's autograph.
Was that just written by Karl Malone?
I never want a book's autograph, is what he says. I'm a proud non-reader of books. I like to get information from doing stuff, like actually talking to people and living real life.
I see. So, he can never read about the Holocaust.
No.
He's just going to have to do some pretty bad stuff to Jews
yes,
in order to
out.
Understand what the Nazis did.
This really is bad. My mom
right.
taught me to believe in my flyness and conquer my shyness. You think she really said that?
No, she didn't say it.
Jake, let's go over...
The word fly hasn't been used as a term for cool for, I mean, it has for whatever, since 10, 15 years.
Let's go over some of these Kanye-isms. So he said things like, get used to being used. He says, where is it? Life is 5% what happens, 95% how you react. He says, I hate the word hate. You know what they sound like, David?
What?
Tweets.
Oh.
He's making a book of tweets. He is going against... I love Kanye West, and I try to stay by his side as much as I can. And he's made it tough a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big Kanye West supporter.
Yeah.
But he is going against Twitter and then charging people to read what a normal person would write. Well, what an insane person would just write on their Twitter. If a person were totally insane out of their mind, they just write these things on a Twitter.
I'm going to write one of these right now.
A book or Twitter?
Both.
But then how are you going to get people to buy the book? It's on the Twitter.
I don't know, Sam.
He's going against Twitter and then putting tweets in a book and then charging money for the book.
It just sounds like it's conniving a little bit.
So if you want to read what Kanye West would put on a Twitter, buy the book, thank you and you're welcome, even though Kanye West is strictly anti-book. Because, quote, he wouldn't want a book's autograph. I think it would be author. Like, I get what he's getting at.
I love contradictions, and I also hate contradictions.
Yeah.
By Kanye West.
That would be like me saying, I would never listen to a Kanye West album. I wouldn't want an autograph from a CD. Because you'd say, no, it'd be Kanye West that would be signing the autograph.
Not good, Kanye. I love you, but not good.
I have every album.
Actually, I don't love you at all. Why would I even say that?
Yeah, you don't like him. I support everything he does, but I can't get behind the book. He's made it very difficult.